What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So when I hear people talk about the story of Uncharted 4, it is very obvious that what many people will be discussing is of course Nathan Drake's fate or his relationship with other characters like Elena and Sully. But I think what many people maybe not seem to be forgetting but rather looking past kind of is the fact that of course Uncharted 4 is also going to have a big focus once again on a historical character that Nathan Drake will be, tracking down, and where there's some kind of mystery involved, like it has been the case in all the previous Uncharted games, right? And Uncharted 4 is going to be no different there. So what I wanted to do in this video is pretty much give you a quick overview of that historical character that we will be tracking down in Uncharted 4, because there's a very interesting story behind it that I think, yeah, is definitely worth sharing with you all. So I'm just gonna give you once again a quick overview right now, what you can expect from the historical character in Uncharted 4, and that character is actually called Henry Avery. Now Henry Avery was a pirate that lived in the late 1600s. He originally started off working in the Royal Navy, but then kind of like reverted to slave trading in Africa, so he certainly wasn't involved with a lot of I guess very respectful work or something. No, he was a slave trader in Africa until he actually became a real pirate, which was in 1694, where he joined this pirate crew with which he pretty much took over a ship that was called the Fancy, this giant ship that he managed to take over. And afterwards there was a very big mutiny going on, after which he himself actually was called the leader, the captain of the ship, to the point where he became once again, that captain of the entire crew, and actually got the nickname the Pirate King. Now together with his crew, being the leader of the crew, they plundered many ships until they had this giant goal in mind. They wanted to take over a very large other ship, which he also did together with another very famous pirate called Thomas II. We've seen his name mentioned also in a lot of the gameplay we've seen before already of Uncharted 4, so Thomas II is also going to play a part there. But anyway, they managed to actually take over that massive ship, and what Henry Avery together with his crew won was $900,000 in coin, resources and jewels. So it was this giant treasure that they managed to acquire because they took over that certain ship. But once again, they were pirates, right? They weren't good people, because the story goes that they tortured, killed, raped many of the people from that certain ship that they had taken over. So yeah, once again, some pretty nasty stuff there. And that's also why a certain bounty was placed on Avery's head. They actually, really wanted to get him, and it was a giant prize for the person that could catch him. So what Henry Avery and his crew did is they sailed to the Bahamas, and pretty much there they completely split up. People went into different directions, and many of them also got captured. 24 pirates in total were captured, tried, and afterwards also hanged for their crimes. So it didn't really turn out well for those of them. But here is the very interesting thing about it. Henry Avery himself managed to disappear, completely vanish from the world. And the thing is, nobody knows whatever happened to the guy. Some people say that he, changed his name and lived in comfort with the part of the, treasure that he still had. He lived peacefully on an island till his late days pretty much. But others say that he lost all of his money and died very young. So the very, once again, interesting thing is nobody knows what happened to the guy. And although it was, the late 1600s to early 1700s, yeah, it doesn't really seem that long ago. It's only 300 years, but still, nobody ever knew what happened. And the treasure that he carried with him is also lost. We don't know what happened to that treasure. And that's of course where Uncharted 4 is going to pretty much come into play, because Nathan Drake is going to pretty much track Henry Avery down. Also of course look for the treasures. That's the most important thing. And there's another story of course that goes about the certain pirate colony called Libertalia that Sam is particularly wanting Drake and him to find, because that's apparently where the treasure can be found. So once again, that's kind of pretty much all we know. It's still very mysterious, and there's not a lot of details about what's going to happen there. We pretty much just have to find out in the game when we play it for ourselves. But this is the story about Captain Henry Avery, the very famous pirate back in the days, and how he actually managed to disappear completely from the map and nobody knows whatever happened to him. So hope you enjoyed this quick story, I guess. Hope I told it pretty well, because I tried my very best here. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, of course, leave a quick like. I'd really appreciate it. And that's pretty much the general outline of the story for Uncharted 4. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope to see you again next time.